This image is so striking. I want you to first look at how narrow that green portion is compared to the rest of it, and think about what that means. Our modern world hasn't been around for very long at all. The next thing I want you to look at is how recent that yellow portion is. And to give you a little bit of context, I want you to think about your youngest relative who was alive during that yellow portion. Was it you, your parents, your grandparents? For me, it was my parents. My parents were born in the early to mid 1950s, so that was the world that they grew up in. And even if you don't have a family member that you're close to who was alive during that time period, chances are someone that you've encountered on a regular basis was and had their life directly impacted by this. The last thing that I want to address is that this graphic starts history at 1619, which was when the first enslaved Africans were brought over to the American colonies. Now, this is very important because at KT Fada, we really want to start our thought process about history before that. Because those slave ships didn't just find slaves in Africa and bring them over to the United States. Those slave ships kidnapped thinkers, makers, doers, inventors, doctors, architects. They kidnapped brilliant minds and brought them over across the ocean to be exploited for hundreds of years.